Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to Caucasian Movie Month. And as you can see, I'm all DC'd out. I'm reviewing a DC movie, an animated film that came out this year. No, it's not Aquaman. That hasn't come out yet. And this is an animated movie. He does make a cameo in this film, but it's not his film. It's for The Flash, one of my favorite DC heroes. And it's the 2018 February digital release, March DVD and Blu-ray release. Physically. Lego DC Comics superheroes, The Flash. Wow, this movie was freaking awesome. Like I was expecting a good movie, but I was like, yeah, this movie actually is way better than a lot of some of the live action DC movies I've seen over the years. It gets the character right. It's great animation. It's short. It doesn't have horrible CGI. Even the animation for the Lego sets and everything, and the characters and the backgrounds and everything looks great. And the film just, it gets the character right all the way through. Like, this is the Barry Allen I wanted to see in the TV show from 2014. Because in that show, they make him too emo, it's too dramatic, and half of the time he's self-loathing, and that's not what the Flash is. In this movie, he's chipper, he's bright, he has blonde hair, he's running around with a smile on his face, he's not drearing every second of it. This is what happens when DC puts effort into their freaking animated movies and their DC properties. You get a good movie like this with a Caucasian that actually is a really good character. The CW has to stop wasting his character on self-loathing and emo bullshit. No more of that. Give us this Flash. You could say, oh, it's too comedic. I'm like, no, this Flash is a balance of emotions without being too jokey or too emo. He's balanced. Basically, what happens is the first 20 minutes of the movie, the Joker is trying to take over Metropolis or Gotham or whatever, and he's like decorating the building there, and he's redecorating it with one of his machines, and then the Flash has to come. Batman's waiting for the Flash to come because the Justice League are trying to take the Joker down, and the Flash is late, so he has to, he goes to energize. He eats like a donut. He drinks some milkshake, and he fights off Captain Cold. If you've seen the TV show, he's from that and the comics, and he also fights Captain Boomerang. And the voice acting is great in the movie. I think James Arnold Taylor is a great Flash. He gets the character. He sounds like a version of the Flash that I would like to hear. He's right up there with Ezra Miller. Like, I think there's a lot of potential with the Flash. Batman and Superman already got their days in the sun. Wonder Woman last year dominated the box office. So yeah, I think the Flash should deserves his live action movie to be like this, more lighthearted. I'm not saying you have to make him joke every 5 minutes. He's not Deadpool or Spider Man, but he can be lighter. He wears red and yellow, for crying out loud. He doesn't wear dreary dark red or black or whatever. No, he wears red and yellow. And his villain in this movie wears yellow, and he's actually pretty good. Dwight Schultz plays the Reverse Flash. If you've seen the A-Team TV show, that's who he is. I think he was one of the guys in that show, and he also did the voice of Mung from Chowder. So he's a really good actor. He is chewing up scenery, but he doesn't care. He's very big. He's a villain that we haven't gotten in a DC movie in a long time, because it wasn't Steppenwolf, it wasn't Lex Luthor, it wasn't freaking the Enchantress. No, they all sucked. Even the Joker in Suicide Squad, you wasted him. Here, he's in it a lot more. He's not in the whole film, but he's in the beginning. I think the actor that does the voice of the Joker does a good job. His laugh is distinct. It's not copying Mark Hamill. The voice of Batman, I think his name is Troy Baker. He's a good actor too. Um, and you have some DC regulars that have done the other animated movies. You have Grey Griffin as Wonder Woman. You have Carrie Payton as Cyborg. You have the Atom in this movie, he has a big role in this. If you like Legends of Tomorrow, he's the character that can shrink and fly. Played by Ray, he's Ray Palmer, the Atom, his version of the Atom, played by Brandon Routh. Here's another actor. The voice cast is really spot on. And they're Caucasian mostly. So except for Kevin Michael Richardson, he's the voice of Doctor Fate, who he's basically like a metal caped wearing version of Doctor Strange, because he believes in magic. There's a scene in this movie that made me smile the moment it happened. They do a musical number like the Lego Movie, but it's like jazzy. And he's talking about magic, and it's very entertaining. And I would put this in my top 10 of the year easily. I know it's the only DC movie that'll be in my top 10 because was no DC movie in the summer, not in the theater, not live action. You had what? Teen Titans go to the movies. Yeah, I don't like the show anymore. It's not funny. You're wasting that cast. Here, this is hilarious. I laughed many times. The tone is perfect for this DC world. How come the DC animated movies get the characters and these live action movies are of mixed quality? I know you have to make darker versions to some extent, but not everybody needs to be an emo bitch. Batman, it works, but Green Lantern and the Flash and Wonder Woman and freaking Superman, they don't work when you make them too dark because then you're missing the whole point of the characters. They go through some dark moments. Barry Allen lost his parents just like Bruce Wayne, but he runs and he keeps going. That's what some of you people should do on YouTube and Facebook. Keep moving forward, run forward, don't run backwards like Reverse Flash. They said, "Oh, can you run backwards?" I'm like, "No, it's just my name." Yeah, move forward. Flash has to do a lot in this movie. Basically, the beginning of the film is Groundhog Day, that the day keeps on a time loop. He's stuck in the same dates over and over and over again, and he's doing it. It's not for the whole movie because Flash has to go through a wormhole to fix, the space time continuum, if you will, and find this thing called the what is it? The not the Nemesis. What was it called? The Nexus. It's this the gold medallion thing that looks like this, and it glows. It makes him very powerful, and he can run even faster, and he's energized. Before that, a lot of shit happens to him. It's not like Flash has a happy wappy day because he loses his powers, like Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. The Justice League kicks him out because they think that he was, fucking with them, and no, of course, it's Reverse Flash trying to pull the wool over everybody's eyes, and he's by himself, and then the Atom has to, like, I got to tell the Justice League, I heard what you said. You were telling the truth. You weren't screwing with us. You are part of the Justice League, and he is, guys. The Flash is one of the most important DC heroes in the comics and in the freaking DC universe, whether it's film or television or whatever. He's a very, very key component. He's like Quicksilver is in the X-Men or in Avengers 2. He runs fast and it's interesting. And I love his costume. I love that red and yellow. It's in the Justice League movie he looks like a Power Ranger. So what? It's better than that shitty Power Rangers movie we got last year. Here I like that he runs fast and he's got a smile on his face, and then when he goes through something, it's relatable. He's not, it's my fault. It's my fault. I want to cut my wrist. Cut my wrist. No, that's for the CW. They want to make everything melodramatic, and I'm like, it works in certain respects. Other times, it just you got to put some humor, at least a little bit. I'm not saying you have to joke every 5 minutes. You're not Marvel. Do your own thing, but make the humor land. Don't let it fall on your face like in Suicide Squad. Here, it works perfectly. You have other villains. You have the Penguin in a cameo. You have not Bane. You have Deathstroke. You have Poison Ivy. You have Killer Croc. You have who else you have? There's a lot of people. Zatanna makes a small, like, she has a decent role. It's not really a cameo. My thing with her, my only problem with her is that she speaks backwards, which is a little bit weird, and I didn't know what she was saying. She never did that in some of the recent cartoons I've seen her in. Zatanna. I think she's cute. I like her voice. Kate Micucci. She's the new voice of Velma in Scooby Doo. She's cute. I didn't mind her in the film. And there's no SJW bullshit like in the Lego Batman movie. Oh yeah, let's make Barbara Gordon a total SJW where she has to take over the movie from Batman. I'm like, fuck that noise. I don't want to see tough chick. We got it. We got it, Batman. We're gonna take it from here. No, I don't need that. Here, it wasn't. It was non-existent, which is perfect for a DC movie. Don't make us guys look weak, especially when your lead is the freaking Flash. This is his freaking movie. The Justice League are just basically supporting characters in this movie. So it is focused on the Flash. He doesn't appear in the first 5 minutes, but when he shows up, it's breathtaking. The running animations when he's fixing the city, and they're like, "Hey, thanks, Flash," and I'm like, "Yeah, I want to see that in a live action movie." Don't fuck this up, Warner Brothers, because if you do, I'm done with you. Because you've already fucked up with freaking Man of Steel. I hate that movie. I will never understand that love for that movie. It's boring. It sucked the soul out of Superman. It was 9/11 ish with the freaking last scenes in the city. It depressed the shit out of me. Batman versus Superman, the extended cut should have been in theaters. You should not have freaking cut it. Suicide Squad, I hated it. I saw it in the theater. I thought it was decent. The more I thought about it, I thought it was shit. Too much laughable moments, bad CG, an incoherent story, using the Joker as a cameo, and the best things in the movie are freaking Will Smith and those two cameos from Flash and Batman. That's it. Wonder Woman kicked ass, but the ending sucked. I didn't like the fight at the end. Justice League, yes, I heard it 100 times, Mr. Cobb. I heard it 100 times. We need the Snyder Cut. If it came out, you wouldn't bitch so much. Here, this is what Justice League should have been, in my opinion. This movie right here. This is only 78 minutes long, and it's nearly a Justice League movie for the whole freaking movie. Yeah, and even though it's Flash's movie, the Justice League are in the freaking movie. They're not thrown on the sidelines. The only one that's barely in the movie is Aquaman. He makes one cameo, and then you don't see him again. But other than that, Batman, Cyborg, and Superman, and Wonder Woman, and Flash, they all have screen time in the freaking movie. It doesn't feel edited. And like I said, it is better than the Justice League movie. I must say the villain is better because he's over the top, but he's done it in a great way. Because Dwight Schultz is milking it for all it's worth. The Flash has a lot to do in the freaking movie. They develop his character. They give him more to do. He interacts well with the other cast members voicing the Justice League, and it works. And it feels like a freaking DC movie. It doesn't feel edited or bad dialogue like freaking I want BET or whatever the fucking Suicide Squad. No, it feels complete. And I get the complaints about every DC movie should have an extended cut or feel complete. But like I said, when Warner Brothers gives the animated studios that do these freaking movies the keys, they know they knock it out of the park. This and The Dark Knight Returns and Batman and Superman World's Finest and Sub Zero and freaking Mask of the Phantasm, they know what they're doing. I know this is different versions of DC, but when you give them the keys and they put effort, you get movies like this. That's why this is in my top 10 of the year because there's effort. There's not stupid butt jokes for 5 minutes. There's one butt joke. That's it. There's no SJW bullshit. It's not a melodrama that I have to see a character suffering for 2 hours. I don't need to see that in every DC property. I could read the comics for that, guys. I don't need to see it in my shows. Supergirl manages to put both dark moments and light moments, and it fixes that because Melissa Benoist is a kick-ass Supergirl. Here, you got a kick-ass Flash, and it's like the second, like his second best movie appearance. They say people have told me that Flashpoint Paradox is an awesome animated movie. I want to see it after this. When you put Flash in a major role, it makes me smile. Imagine that. I don't have to bitch and say, "Oh, I wanted Justice League to be 2.5 hours and have the Flash in it for 3 hours." No, I'm fine with him in that movie because they didn't fuck up his character. Here, I like that he's not depressed. I like that he's running and he's having fun, saving people and fixing things, not fucking things up. And I like the fact that the movie is light in tone and it has color. It's not undersaturated. I can see their characters. It doesn't copy the Lego Batman movie or the Lego movie or Ninjago. It was better than the Ninjago movie easily. It wasn't as crazy. It was, fun to watch. It's a great movie for kids. I want to say this right now. Don't take your kids to see Happy Time Murders. Let them watch this movie. This is a perfect DC movie for them. It's funny, it's colorful, it's got great characters from the comics that are well represented. It's complete, has a great villain. Like I said, it could have been a little bit longer. I would have wanted to see more characters from DC. Like there is no Catwoman. Green Lantern, there's only a squirrel, which I thought was really cute. It's a little squirrel. He talks like Rocket Raccoon and he has a little Green Lantern ring on his tail. It's adorable. That kids are gonna love that. And he also had Ace, the Batman's dog, and the super was it the Wonder Mud or Super Mud or whatever Superman's dog. It's cute. They put animals in there that worked in Guardians of the Galaxy. See, and I'm not just a Marvel guy. I like DC. I like when they make characters matter to me. Batman's always going to be my favorite, but I love the Flash. He's like my second favorite DC hero. You got him, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, And Superman would probably be like 6 or 7. It depends, but yeah, he's in my top five for a reason. He's a young guy that runs fast and is quick on his feet, and he knows how to figure things out. Like Batman, the rest of the Justice League give him like things how to slow down and take your time, and come up with a plan, and be productive and go forward. Don't go backwards. Don't do the same thing. Go forward. I get it. I got the moral of the movie, and it didn't ham fist it in my face. And it's a good movie. It's not a rant. I trust me. If I hated this movie, I would have shut it off, but I didn't. It's the best DC movie I've seen all year. Aquaman is not going to even touch this because it's shorter, and it doesn't have an annoying cast. There were no shitty accents in it, which is a breath of fresh air after the bullshit that Disney put me through and Lucasfilm and freaking other DC movies. Not just the ones from the DC universe, but the ones in the past. This was a breath of fresh air. It would be like maybe my ninth favorite movie of this year. It came out this year, it counts. Doesn't matter if it wasn't in theaters. This should have been in theaters. Not Teen Titans Go to the Movies. No, that's stupid. DC has done very good with their animated projects. I enjoyed every single Lego movie that they've done, every single one of them, because they're fun and colorful and they represent the characters well in a freaking animated movie. That's not bloody or dark or people are dying. No, it's fun. It's lighter and it's with Legos and they work. They're so cute. I love the Legos. The Lego movie is my favorite animated movie that's not a Disney movie. It is right there. The freaking Lego movie. And it wasn't just because of Chris Pratt's antics. It was funny. Batman stole the freaking movie. Lucy was a kick-ass lead character that was not SJW. The villain, Will Ferrell, was hilarious in that. And I like the cameos by some of the Justice League. You had Superman and Green Lantern and Wonder Woman. They respect the characters. I love that. Unlike other franchises where they freaking butcher the characters and they make them into a joke. Here, no, they're having fun with these characters. And I felt it with every joke, with every frame of animation. The scene where him and Dark Fate are freaking talking and there's this gorgeous like celestial animation. It looks just like Doctor Strange and I'm like that kicked ass. I don't care what you think of Doctor Strange. The visuals were mind-blowing in that freaking movie. Especially when they go to other dimensions and he's flying through space and time. That's freaking awesome. It was. It really was. The Inception side, freaking mind world bending. That was cool. I never seen that before. And here, this is the sixth Lego Disney DC movie that came out, and it's really good. I would recommend it. I know this review is going long, but yeah, screw it. I think this is the best DC movie of 2018 that has come out in the last like 9 months. They may have screwed up with the summer because they didn't have any big movies. Hopefully, Shazam is like this. If Shazam is funny, I don't give a shit what the freaking villain is. You could put a villain out of your ass. I don't care. If Shazam is good in that movie, Billy Batson, the kid that's playing Billy Batson, and Zachary Levi as Shazam, if that movie makes me laugh, it's already a winner for me. I don't care how long the movie is. Do your job, and I will give you my money. I gave my money to this movie and it paid off, even though the ending was kind of weak. Too much CG and just this kills him, and that's it. And I'm like, the rest of the movie, at least the fights were good. This movie, DC, Warner Brothers, word of advice, take notes from this freaking movie. Don't make the Flash, don't change his character from Justice League. Don't make him freaking an emo bitch like Kylo Ren. Don't do that. You can give him humor, but he can also go through an ordeal because it's not like in Justice League. What they kept in there that was pretty riveting. I would say that with his father being in prison, that's just like in the freaking show. That works because it feels real. It doesn't feel like a freaking, you know, something that they just pasted in there. No, it makes us care about the character, and I want to care about Barry Allen's Flash. He's a good character. I've been saying that since I saw Justice League, and even when I saw the 2014 show. It's the dramatic bullshit that they do with him. That the self-loathing. I can't take that anymore. I don't want to see that in the next season of the Flash. Don't waste his character. He's good. He's really freaking good. And this movie proves it. It's almost an embodiment of what I want to see in a live-action Flash movie. This. You got the writers from Spider-Man Homecoming. You can do something with this. I love that freaking movie. My poster's a little banged up, but I love that freaking movie because it took everything that I loved from a character, Spidey, and it made me laugh. And he was light in color. They didn't oversaturate his freaking costume. And the movie had one of the best villains of last year. Period. This movie I really enjoyed. I did. Direct to video or straight to TV doesn't mean that it's lesser. No, it's awesome, and it counts for 2018. Marvel dominated my top five. This is at least in my bottom five, 6 to 10. It'll be 9 on my list of the best films I've seen this year. I don't need some Oscar bait bullshit that's gonna make me cry for 3 hours. No, this is my kind of entertainment. Fast paced, colorful, fun, energetic. I forgot to say that. It's energetic. Like, oh, every time he's running, I'm like, oh, right, Flash, you're doing it. And it's cool. And I want to see the Flash represented like that because he's a good character. This is not a throwaway character like other DC characters that I've seen. Trust me, there's a lot of them that were throwaway. This new Harley Quinn, not sexy when you're slutting her up and making her some freaking hot topic bitch. I don't need that. I need this color and the cute girls. You don't have to sex up a freaking Lego character. You can just make her cute and serviceable to the story. And she says something backwards that was cute. It was like she says sorry backwards. I think it's Eros. It didn't bother me that much. I'm like, oh, that's cute. I like her voice. And the film has heart for what it's worth. It has a lot of heart. It's short and sweet, and it knows what it is. And the movie deserved the 6.4. I gave it an 8. It's a great freaking animated movie for this year that wasn't done by Pixar or DreamWorks or any other studio. And it proves that DC, yes, they can do good things. Not everything that they do is crap, YouTube users. Trust me, I've seen the crap from DC. Superman 4, freaking Batman and Robin, Catwoman, Jonah Hex. Those are shitty films. Those are like bottom of the barrel. This is not. This is really freaking good, it really resonated with me since I love this character. This character is so freaking good. I wear the shirt with pride because he is a good kick-ass DC character. And when they do him right, I'm like, I'm gonna give you the praise because it deserves it. And yeah, guys, see this movie for yourself. It's called Lego DC Superheroes: The Flash. It's fun and it's one of the best animated movies you'll see that's not in theaters. Mark my words. This won't get an Oscar, but I would give it one just for how much it entertained me this year. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care. It's a good movie, and it stars a Caucasian. Barry Allen is a white guy. You know, he has blonde hair, bleached blonde hair, and he runs fast, and he delivers. And it really worked for me. So, see you guys in the next video. Peace.